What's happened is obviously in the last 20 years there's been a lot more freedom in China, and the market has boomed, and Shenyang has come along with that. When I came here 9 years ago, everybody was looking at me because there was hardly any foreign people here, and so I was something special for people to see 9 years ago. Now I'm not, because there's now so many foreign visitors in this city, so it's the actual culture of the place has completely changed.
Multiculturalism, we have lots of friends, actually, have the mixed family.
From Senegal, West Africa. I'm 29 and I'm in China since 2012. When I finished my master's degree in France at Bordeaux, southwest of France, I had the opportunity to come in China in the framework of an internship. It was in Guangzhou, southern China, or Canton in English. I spent there a year. Afterward, I fell in love in Chinese country. I didn't want to go back to France or my home country. I had the ability to go back to France, but I knew that there was an empty situation in France, meaning that due to the economic crisis, there were no perspective for somebody like me who is a foreigner.
我觉得很好啊，很支持，因为我是特别希望跟外国友人交朋友，尤其是外国的小朋友，我觉得都特别可爱。有一次我是在地铁里遇到了一个金发碧眼、长得像洋娃娃似的小女孩，然后我就问她，我说 Where are you from？ 她就是特别冷漠地看着我，斜眼瞅我说了一句美国，然后一看就是一天被问了好多遍那种。后来我问她，我说你到哪站下？她用一口非常标准的沈阳话回答我说你要干哈
？For me, it was, of course, very difficult for the first few months because it's so different to where we're from, and again, being somewhere where you can't really speak the language and you don't know anybody, it's never an easy transition. But once I started working and meeting some friends, then of course it becomes a lot easier to settle into life. So it was good.
When I first back, I did time because I haven't actually been, relocated, like living for long since I left in the late 90s. So at the beginning, I do feel sort of feel a bit out of what I can really feel, because this has been, over a decade since I really wanted to live and work here. Except, a whole lot of the city been developed so well, and it was so much different since I left. And the people still nicer, feel nicer actually, and take me a little while, to get to know where I'm coming from really. Lots of new places, lots of new buildings, new roads. So I do feel a stranger at the time, because sort of not really linked up that much. But now, everything been settled over the years, and I found most of my friends. So life's good.
我感觉移民这个问题，有利也有弊吧。有利的一方面就是说，能够促进各国人民之间的交流，因为现在这个世界是平的了嘛，所以能够促进各民族、全球各国人民之间的交流，促进全球化。那么不利的一点，比如说因为中国人口和资源比较紧张嘛，然后可能会造成资源的一些缺乏呀等等的一些问题，就这些。
Now it's really good because my son is now 8 and he's completely fluent in both languages. It's amazing for an 8-year-old. At home we speak English, but then he has his
just fluent in French, English, in addition to my mother tongue, Wolof. It was a very unique and strange experience because people abroad think that Chinese people are fluent in English, what is not the case when you arrive. Let me give you an example. The guy who was supposed to pick me at airport was missing the day I arrived. So I was completely lost, one black people among many multiple yellow people. And naturally, I just go toward the first black guy I met. And everything was strange. The way of living, the way of the culture in general. But meanwhile, it was enriching me a lot. And today I am glad to say that I'm a world citizen.
Open the eyes, to the general public. Before, like Lee said, he was celebrity when he was here. We often have the little girls can't want to take a photo of him, all that. And now, he can be normal.
Yeah, it's just changed into a more normal city. Before it was a little bit cut off. Not many people had heard of this place, and it was very traditional about 10 years ago, I think. Whereas now, obviously, it's the wealth has increased with a lot of people, and a lot of Shenyang students have actually been to other countries as well. And when they come back, they bring what they've learned to it, and so it's quite it's a very mixed culture starting to grow in certain parts of this city.
我想就是外国人移民到中国或者沈阳的话，就是各有利弊。好处的话就是有更多的文化的交流，还有不同的因素，进入到中国，可以让中国人去理解更多的新鲜的事物。但是坏处当然也是有，就是我觉得现在很多的年轻的中国人，年轻的像我们这一代人都比较崇尚那些西方的文化或者是其他国家的文化，而忘记了中国本土自身的这种文化。我觉得这个是有一点点坏处的问题。然后就是我假如有机会能有一个外国的女朋友，我当然是很希望她能移民到中国的。
My dream is to capitalize after my degree, to remain in China a certain period of time, between 5 years at least and 10 years at most, before going back to Africa. I think somebody like me could be very useful to his country and his continent by becoming a China specialist. And it goes without saying that to become a China specialist, I need to master the language and to have a very accurate and strong and important degree and level in terms of analysis. And for that, I need, I think, time to know more about the country, about the culture. My wish is, in someday, the world be able to build what I call the planetary family. I imagine it like a family where everybody doesn't care about the color of his skin or where he comes from, but will rather care about what they are ready to offer to this family and what they can give in exchange. This is my wish, my aim, and my hope.